Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. On play action, here's Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That's the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 28.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run it with Balaj. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
T.J. Green on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They run for him with Breida. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. Tua, and the ball is out. And the Raiders pick it up. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
28, Josh Jacobs.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 30-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Carr. But it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards. And now it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Play action, now it's Tua. Have got him. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Callum Wilson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really...
They got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Kyle Van Noy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. Right? We always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Chase Claypool, an even 90 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Raiders nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about how big that is. In this situation, they had it punted away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Operating from the gun. Carr. That's caught. It's Brian Edwards. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Carr. And he's caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. That one good for 26 and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and not the throw.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to pump this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
And the Dolphins first down.
The line. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
For Caleb Wilson, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. 2 and a throw again. And they will catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to roll it out of bounds. So the incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Brett Maher on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. This kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Carr. Finding his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he's taken down at the 43, but now the 4 picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Completes it, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the draw, Richard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He throws Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are back within a score.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to walk one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Complete to
Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this one through the uprights and good.
Dolphins 17, Raiders 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
incomplete pass brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Pass into the hands of Edwards. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first, here's Washington. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Throw from Carr, complete to Renfro. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
4 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A Raider first down, Carter Renfro. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Dolphins 17, Raiders 14.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A draw play now. Balaj. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle by
tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj. touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 24, Raiders 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It's a screen to Richard. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 24, Raiders 14.
Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
1st and 10.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. This will be caught by Edwards. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Running is Jacobs. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They got a shot.
15 yards on the play. 1st down.
15-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Buying time to his left. And it's caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. It's up and and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
24, Raiders 21. To kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 32-yard line.
That would give to Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And the second down throw on target. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession.
2-yard line.
Carr now on first down. Going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30.
On the carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
A gain of 4.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
45. Raiders 28.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Carr. Incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And he'll bang that one through.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 45, Raiders 35.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start with a give here to Blanche. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. That one looks like he'll throw here. So a hit and the ball is out. And the Raiders pick it up. And now the rookie's free. And he's into the end zone. It's a final return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
Daniel Carlson on for the point.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And it's third down.
On third down, a run from Breida. There's some space here. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10, and he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.